Next, we'll see Russell Wilson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Steelers and the Chiefs, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First is a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with...
First carry for Najee Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400-plus here and duplicate that honor again. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Steelers offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. They'll start the drive with Harris. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 14 carries, 54 yards.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before before getting it inside the 35. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's got this to Pickens. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Middle of the field to Jefferson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Open man right side is Rice. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The output from Rice in last week's game, 5 catches, 52 yards and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number, all right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for and also gives you respect around the league.
Got a man, it's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 6-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelce on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete. Noah Gray, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. KC's offense ready to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Complete. Jefferson the target. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Wilson. And fights him off. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A heck Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The Steelers got a solid performance in that first half from their veteran QB, Russell Wilson. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. They go play fake. Mahomes. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They fake the give. Now Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Up the middle, Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Pickens going in motion left.
To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
That swung out wide to Harris.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Now a give. Running left is Harris.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
114 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now here's Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, we got a pause here for an injured player, and as you can see, that's Patrick Mahomes right now who's in some discomfort, and everybody kind of holding their breath. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
First throw now for the backup Wentz.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now Wentz. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Wentz now to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Wentz to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
In motion, the tight end. And again, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mahomes going to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Gray.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. Mahomes. It's complete, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 13. A little over 80 ticks to go. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Mahomes will throw. Finding Hardman. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Pittsburgh,
They get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.
so for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,